Alright, YouTube, the final Death Stranding stream. So what are we doing here? I want to go see the giant creature in the lake, and I want to go max out Pico's rating just to see if she gives me anything. Outside of that, we're completely done the game. We beat Death Stranding. It's an amazing game. I gave it like a 9.5 all in. And, it's just a great sequel. Great game. We are going to do YouTube content, but I want to go finish these things. We haven't even linked up everyone. Look. We're still missing links. We're missing 2 places. But how am I missing them? Who am I missing? Who is up here? How do I unlock this? I give it a 9.5, honestly. Lowest would be like 9.5 for both games. Where the fuck am I? Come over here. I want to go see the other 2 places before I finish. Because we technically got thrown into the endgame before the game was even done. I wanted to go unlock everything before we began the endgame, but I couldn't. Where's the Magellan? Here we go. Yeah, there's 2 places. It might be in the mech factory area. Jeez, man. I can't see a damn thing. But we are done this game, so tomorrow we will be moving on. Marston is a Micah. Jesus. Micah, where are you? There's the Magellan. You know, this... I feel like with the 3rd game, they may wrap it up, but they are going to be doing another one. I think this ends on such a great note, where Sam finally reconnects with his kid. He's back to square one, back to being happy, no more bullshit. His daughter has grown up. She wants to be like a porter, like her father. And she's off to a new plate gate to figure out a new continent. That's great. It ended on a happy note, I'd say. It's a game that makes you feel good. You know, everything came to be. It all worked out in the end. And everyone was happy. Well, Fragile, yeah. I don't know if she's, like, dead, though. I mean, it's pretty interesting that they took out Fragile and they also took out Higgs. 2 people who were very much interconnected initially. I do say this, though. I wish there was more of a relationship that was built between Fragile and Sam. One on screen. More time to talk. You know, do things, smile at each other, stuff like that. Look at the snow physics. Holy shit. They'd probably... Well, they're gonna make Luis the protagonist, for sure. Protagonist. We beat the game. The game's over. The final boss was Higgs. Yeah, the game's over. So we're just going back to mop up 2 things. I don't know if I'm even able to do the fish in the lake, because I have to get, like, rating with the guy. And figuring out how to get all of his ratings is gonna be tough. Let's see. I do want to max out Pico's rating. We could check that out too. We'll see if we make it to YouTube content, but we have to wrap this game up today. I can't. We have to take the truck. We have to. We only have so much time because we're ending DS tonight for sure. If anything, we do a little bit tomorrow morning, but... Oh, God. Jeez! You know what? Let's see if there's any more packages here. Hang on.
I will always support you.
Anything? No. So where the fuck are the other two people? How do you even get to them? How do you deliver them packages? How does that work? Do you just find their shelter? And you just say, hey, I'm here to give you something on the Cupid? Is that how that works? I have no clue. Because I have no fucking idea as to how this works.
Too close for comfort.
Snipe, thank you, sir. Well, we're wrapping up with this game. We played a lot of games in the past 6 months. Tons of games. No, Red Dead's like a 9.75, bro. Greatest characters in gaming history, period. Some of the goats. Some of the goats! What can I say? 9.75. Okay. That's good news, man. Hey, keep it up, bro. Mandatory Red Dead glaze. Well, we got some stuff coming up. We gotta go see two things. If I can get down there. So, who the fuck is down here? And how do you get to them? Beat this shit? What do you mean? Hang on. Listen, if you're comparing us to Arthur Morgan, I mean, sir, that's a tall order to fill. That's a tall order. Okay. Speaking of tall orders, we should be talking tar orders. Where the fuck? Low quality bait. That is kind of low quality bait, sir. Pico. But how do you access the other two bases? How do you find them? Like, the amount of delivery content in this game is hard. By the end of the game, you'll love the game, I promise you. Just give it a chance. Keep going. You haven't even beat the game yet, and you rated it? That's not how that works. That's not how that works, bro. You haven't even beat the game yet, and you tried to rate Red Dead. You said it was a mid-game? Buddy, what the hell are you smoking? Beat the game, brother. That's one of the greatest games ever made. Just saying. Listen, Red Dead Redemption, I will ban you perma-ban you for having a wrong opinion. It's a wrong opinion. Where the fuck are we? Right. It's not one of the best games ever made. Okay. If that's how you feel, okay. I may go look for them manually. I mean, I did just spawn here. But let's go see. So we've missed 2 locations on the map. See how 2 of these areas are not... They're all red? We're trying to find the other... You know what? It's probably over here. You know what? It is probably over here. Let's go there. Like, who the hell are we missing? You know, there seems to be a shelter down here that was built. So maybe the person is here. I just missed them. Where could they be? You know what? I think they're up here. They've got to be up here. Look at baby Moach. Oh, God. Oh, that's the big guy. You know, they did say I reconnected Australia, even though I missed out on 2 locations. But again, how do you find those locations? Are they actually hidden? Is this one of them? Like, is there no indication? Where is it? Genuinely. Does anyone know where the bunker is? Oh, it's right there. Oh. Found it. Never mind.
Commencing route creation.
I like how I say that and then instantly see it. Okay. I mean, it looks like a structure. Yeah, it's not even on the map, though.
storage.
I just want to make sure that we leave this game satisfied. And I think right now we do have to go see this, we have to see 2 more people. All the other Americans. Americans! I'm an American at heart. I'm sure of it. American at heart, sir. We beat the game, yeah. We're gonna go back and do all the remaining stuff. North Americans. There you go, sir. Hey, you're good. The fact that this, you know, the average playtime of this game has got to be about 100 hours. It's got to be 100 hours. I'm at 85 hours. I've seen a few hot springs, maybe not at night, though. I saw Santa Claus. I actually saw Santa. There's the bunker. Okay. Woohoo! Here we go! Yes, sir! I would say go play it, yeah. Oh, Mr. Impossible. Who the fuck is this guy? Mr. Impossible? Fuck does that mean? Like, from the movie? Who the hell is Mr. Impossible? How do I get him on the network?
Be advised that timefall snow is falling.
I only know English. Maybe packages down there? Let's go see. Yeah, you gotta find one piece of cargo with his name on it. Mr. Impossible. Usually it's around the area that he's in, or they're in. Aeronautical engineer. Maybe... What if we have to do more missions for another person, and then they open up the missions for this guy? You know what I mean? What if that's the case? Because I don't think I'm going to be finding any... Well, let me ask you this. Do I have to do other parts to unlock Mr. Impossible? Do I have to help other people? I feel like I have to. You don't, really? Huh. I did beat the game, though. You need to finish the game? I already beat it. But where is... I gave this game in the first game a 9.5. Terminal Fortnite. Terminal Fortnite. How do you... Well, where the fuck is this? If you want to give me a hint, I'll take a hint. If you've got a hint, I will listen. Therapist? No. Terminal Fortnite. Terminal Fortnite? What is Terminal Fortnite? West Fortnite? East Fortnite? Oh. Oh. Terminal Fortnite. Okay, sure. Wait, you know what? So did I beat the game properly and all of this content is bonus content? Is that what that is? You have to beat the game to have access to that guy's mission?
Okay.
Is that really what that is? That's what it sounds like. Unless I missed it initially? Oh. So what about the other person? Because there's also another red spot on the map. Is that a different thing as well? Timer is going to be back on after this game's done. This game isn't part of the event. This was the birthday gift. It was the gift that lasted a little bit long. So, we've got Demon Souls tomorrow, all day. The timer's on for the rest of the event. B-Pass unlocked? What is that? I probably do. Wink, wink. Birthday. Yeah, tomorrow we are back on schedule with the timer, and it'll forever tick. Another bunker? Maybe. There's two things I'm missing. This location has somebody living in it, for sure. I don't know where they are. Maybe I'm looking at them right now. Is that them? Is this them? They're here somewhere. Oh, you know what? They're right there. I think that's them. Wait, so I have to go do the B-Pass one? What are you talking about? 2012? Beating the viewers? Huh? Are you drunk? The hell are you talking about, boy? Listen, when you're drunk... Well, there's a reason you said Red Dead wasn't that good. I think it's because you're drunk. Okay, where are we going? Does it make the game better, really? No, the muck! So, Terminal Fortnite is what we said, right? Whoops. Am I supposed to do B-Pass first, you said? So there's supposed to be a package outside here for Mr. Impossible? Or at the terminal itself? One sec. Let's do the motorcycle. Oops. Near the facility for Mr. Impossible? Really? Oh. Dark blue chiral statue. Oh! That's what the ladder was for. Oh! Ah!
Fuck me. Are you injured, Sam?
That's what the ladder was for. You know, I saw this and I was like, what the hell is this doing here? Okay. Cool. Geniuses. Mr. Impossible. Clean. What the fuck? The blue chiral statue. Okay. That's a big fucking box. Collectibles in the apocalypse. Bro, he's Mr. Impossible. He could do anything he wants. I'd follow him to a T. Hot. You hot? Mochi. Mochi baby. Mochi baby. I really want to see what this guy looks like. And I wonder if he's just going to straight up join the chiral network because I deliver him a collectible. Here is your gooning statue. Here is your photon gripper 3000.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Fuck, this thing's slow. Ooh, shit. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, why did I do this? Ah, please! I think we may have gone the wrong way. Oh, we're good. You know what? I'm a porter. Fuck this. Lovely. I'm a porter. We deliver packages anywhere you need. I'm coming. Wait, where the fuck is this guy? Oh my god, he's over there. Oh fuck. Ah! Why is this the most inconvenient fucking route ever?
God damn it.
Okay, we gotta, hang on, we gotta drop some shit. This shit, I won't even be able to make it. Oh, rip. Wait. Oh, I dropped the fucking package! I dropped his package! Oh my god! I hit the wrong button. Wait, so what do I do? Do I go get it?
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
So what do I... I pressed the wrong fucking button and I dropped his package. Is it saved? Even if it's ruined, can't I deliver it to him? Technically? What the fuck? Okay. Whatever. Wait, where's the... Are the packages completely gone? Wait, so what if I accidentally fucked it up? Oh, I have it. I have it. We're good. Oh. We're way good. Don't worry about it. I don't need to. I can deliver him the package, even though it's like a 0%. It's fine. He'll be like, this is the biggest pile of shit ever. Of course I'll join your network. Or the US comes in and burns his land down. Sorry, sir, your gooning statue is useless. There we are, we made it.
Nice. Just like that, Sam.
Do you think he's going to accept my offering? He probably will, right? Even if it's ruined, it's still your package. Like, just glue it back together. I think he will. He won't. Wait, so what do we do? So what's the game plan? You can't reload older saves. What's the game plan? What do we do? Has anyone even been in this scenario? What would you do in this case? This is why you take the truck, by the way. Oh my god. Maybe I can go pick it back up? Now I gotta climb all the way back. You know what I don't have is an active skeleton. That's why it's so bad. There's no way that I soft-locked myself out of Mr. Impossible. Maybe if I travel far away, it'll reset the cargo. I'm hoping that's the case.
Commencing route creation.
Good lord. It may respawn, that's exactly where I have to go. I could make the coffin.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
Am I back at the fucking terminal? Holy shit. Goo-goo. Goo-goo. Ah, goo-goo. Goo-goo. You can't fight gravity, son. You gotta be fuck off. Get me back to the fucking base! Fuck this game! Get me back to the base! Oh my god! Hi, Mochi. Hi, little Mochi. Mochi's here. Hi, little Moch. You're the Moch with the most. Okay, if we want to scale this wall, let's do it.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
Thank God I'm a repatriate. Okay, let's just go the other way. I give up. You've won. The mountain has won. There we go. Wait, that was so easy. Why'd we go that way? Wait, why the fuck were we going that way? Whatever. Oh, we made it. Shit. Ah!
Eyes open, dumbass.
And this guy can sprint. Oh, oh.
Get it together, man.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
I'm like a Bigfoot figuring out there's a civilization beyond the woods. Wait. Oh my god, okay. We're good! Come on, home free!
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
Oh my... Just get... I want to just see this fucking facility. This is actually the most tedious part of the game, is getting to the facility. Okay, we're almost there. Down the hill we go. Properly. Slow. Lovely. Cool. Oh. We're almost there. This is what happens when you don't take your truck and you have no tools and you go unprepared because you thought the journey was going to be very easy. Here we go. How steep is this? Holy shit. Nice. We actually made it. So here's the question. If I go back now, am I going to get his cargo? I hope so. I kind of fucked that up. It'll be back. Mochi Cam will be back on. Don't worry, sir. Okay, sorry, we gotta travel to... Mochi? Is this going to be here still? There's no fucking way. I think I botched it and I'm screwed. Oh, is there more in different places? It's gone. So where's the other two then? You know what? I don't think it's worth doing this because we have to go find them, then we have to go back, and then we have to go find the other M-Pass person. I think we should just maybe watch the YouTube videos on it, to be honest. Mochi! Look at baby. I think that makes more sense, yeah. Alright. Let's call it here for DS then. Let's go watch a bit of the content that we missed. That was ghoulish. Whatever we just tried to do, it's not going to happen. So, that's okay. Oh, you need 5 stars to see everything? Oh. Getting 5 stars on him, though, would be 100% in the game, though, right? So, let's do, let's do some YouTube stuff. So, that's okay. Let's go to YouTube. Mr. Impossible. Death Stranding 2. So who the fuck is Mr. Impossible anyways? Alright. So... There we go. So this is the Mr. Impossible content. This is what we were trying to do the whole time. You have to find one of his packages, okay? Even this guy's getting CBT. You gotta go... Oh, so this is New Game Plus content, essentially, is what it is. You have to go up and reach content, okay. You have to use ladders to reach it, really? The fact that you actually have to use ladders is dope. Oh, look, but someone's already put the ladder up there. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So you find one of his packages, and he won't join the network unless you do another mission. Jeez. The Higgs mask. Higgs. See, I played this game for 85 to 90 hours, and we did so much of it, but there's still so much more. I feel like this game is at least... If you want a really thorough investigation with this game, it's at least 100 hours. Look at this. Oh my god. There was no way to get this done tonight, I'm not gonna lie. There's no way. No chance. I don't blame... Even I don't really like 100% in games, because I'm not necessarily a completionist. And we've played so many games over these past few months that, like... Reset the cargo deployments to make it happen? What the fuck? Look at this. Oh my god. Wait, this guy is, like, super CBT.
Okay, you know what? We're giving you the green light to connect us to the cargo network. Hook up!
Mr. Impossible. Keep on connecting. Okay. So you have to do a bunch of missions to get them unlocked? All right. And there's 2 people? So what was the other one? Empass? I wouldn't wish it, yeah. B-Pass. Who the fuck is B-Pass? B-Pass aid request bug. Let's see this one.
Awesome unlocks, game-changing gear, or items to grab, you're going to want to unlock all the prepper hubs and facilities. Not just for the awesome rewards, but also to expand your chiral network and get a better network of structures. Well, since we've already spent hundreds of hours unlocking the whole map and exploring everything, let's save you a ton of time and go through all of the optional hidden or secret prepper locations to make your playthrough a bit easier. And I'll try and do this in the order you encounter them to help out further. Mountains, though, we have the B-Pass facility just west of the F7 North Distribution Center along this route. This is unlocked through lost cargo in the area, but once unlocked, there's a bunch of standard orders, as you can see here, to help you increase the rating. It is very much worth it, though, as you get a bunch of A-Pass upgrades, some of which are very good, like the Super Aim Assistance. Finally, you have Mr. Impossible, who...
But what is the... See, this is my gripe with this game. You have to go out of your way to help somebody in the middle of bumfuck nowhere for an auto-target that you'll never use. And it's after you've beat the game. And the game is so easy. Who is this for? Automatically centers the reticle on an enemy within a target area? Why?
You have Mr. Impossible, who surprisingly is near the start of the map, but has some of the most challenging orders in the game. The best way to get there is to follow this route from the F5 East Distribution Center. To get Mr. Impossible, you want to hand in lost cargo.
I guess it's cool that you get more content if you want those things. I don't think I really missed out. Those 2 are just optional. And now that we know what they look like, that's fine.
Cargo located on the ice in the water nearby. After this, you can then complete the sub-order 1, 2, 3 to connect them to the chiral network. After you've done that, there's a bunch of standard orders around the map to help level them up, and this one unlocks cool colors like silver and gold for customization.
You do all of that for a chroma.
And various hidden potential of other items that are a bit spoilery, so we won't go into it.
Oh,
but
really?
Hopefully that helps you out unlocking all of the optional facilities, hubs, and preppers around the map. If we did help you, drop a like below, and what has your favorite unlock been so far? And we'll see you guys in the...
So those 2 are completely optional once you've beaten the game. I like that they're there. You know what? It's cool that there is bonus content for you if you want to go back to it. Technically, you don't need them. If you're a completionist and you want to go do everything, absolutely go have fun. I don't think you have to. For me, that isn't something I think I'd be fulfilled with. I think what we did was perfectly fine, and I feel good about it. The only other thing that I wanted to see was... one sec. So what... hang on. What is the max reward for Pecora? I only like 100% through like Steam. If you want to, if you want to go achievement hunt. So the last time I did achievement hunting was during the Xbox era, and I'd go around and I'd do a bunch of that stuff, and it was cool. For the time, I think it was what fulfilled me, and now I'm more about the experiences. like I want to play a game and take it with me and remember it fondly, or remember it for how bad it is if it's a shit game. And for me, the experience is worth more than the achievements, personally. But if you want to go do the achievements, that's great, you know. You can do both. That's yeah. You know what? I'll say this: if you're someone, first of all, let's go see the Lord of the Lake.
Welcome to luxury.
Oh no, I don't want luxury casino. Fucking Gamba. Welcome to luxury casino. Lose all your money. Okay. So from what I've been told, is you need to basically get max stars with this guy, and then you can go after the Lord of the Lake. Let's see what he looks like. And you have to summon a BT.
You feel that? Sam, it's coming.
Oh my god. Okay, well there. Okay. So the Lord of the Lake is one of the giant creatures that you see.
The Tar Lake? It's even bigger than I expected.
God. So we saw this creature outside the window when we were in the I want to say the Death Realm. It's one of the flying, yeah. Jesus. It kind of reminds me of the creature from DS1 at the very end of the game. Right before you hit the facility, and then you have the whole Lou situation where you have to like bring him in to the incinerator. You know what's interesting, though, about this game? Is I feel like I have less questions than I did about the first game. And I guess that's just because I know more about the universe from the first game and that we watched so much content from it. But I feel like the second game actually does a pretty good job at kind of reeling you in and keeping everything bite-sized and understandable.
Oh boy, that must hurt.
Hey, this game's great. You know, I played it on PS5 Pro, but for the sake of the first one, I mean, it's good. The Lord of the Lake. What does she give you at 5 stars? Yeah, I'm curious. Dive bomb. It is kind of like the first game's boss. Oh, is that it? Is that really it? Okay, so she doesn't give you anything. I noticed that the only person who gave me anything for 5-starring them was the pizza guy. Why doesn't Pecora give you something? She's pretty left field, right? It's a VTuber. You'd think she'd give you some sort of bunny outfit or something. The holograms don't matter. The patch is fine. Yeah. There it goes.
Congratulations, you've beaten the Lord of the Tar Lake. You are truly a force to be reckoned with.
You know, this boss battle is kind of trash. It's kind of trash. You don't really do anything. It floats around and dive bombs you and then just runs away. It doesn't... It's like the first boss at the very end of the first game. Well, all of the BTs, I guess, can eat you, but... it doesn't really seem to do anything. Like, what is it doing? You know, I was actually disappointed with this game's combat. I can't cope. The NPCs in this game are so trash. It's nuts. The NPCs, the human NPCs, are so stupid. They're really, really stupid. I think it's intriguing that you've got some of them that wear armor, and if you headshot them, you pop their helmets off, and then you can trank them easier. There was a few very good mechanics involving NPCs, but they were really stupid. Like, these people are right in front of you, walking around. They don't even see you. You just shoot them. Like, it was a little disappointing. But, you know, again, that's such a small thing, because, like, the overall experience of the game is still the core of it. And, it's still great. Good enemy NPCs. The Last of Us. The Last of Us 2 had amazing NPCs. Fuck, man, they're, like, real. It just depends on... you know, there's a lot going on in this game. And I would say Death Stranding is more of the cinematic approach to gaming instead of the mechanical. Right? This is a game where you truly put the difficulty on the back burner and say, I'm here for a good time. And that's exactly what I had. And it was good. It was fun. I feel like I don't have any questions, to be honest. The only thing, maybe, is what was APAS exactly? Was that the program that was running all the shit in the US? Is that what that was? And then it got hit with a void out, and it was turned into some sort of human robot hybrid thing on the beach? Last of Us 2? Last of Us 2 and 1 is like a 9.5. I have to give it, like, the same rating. Those games are a must-play. You have to play Last of Us 1 and 2. You have to play Death Stranding 1 and 2. You have to play Red Dead 1 and 2. You gotta play Subnautica. You gotta play... on its own, it's like a 9, 9.5, same thing. I thoroughly enjoyed The Last of Us. Thoroughly. That's a great game. APAS was the first 4,000 that got hit with the first void out. So it was... I swear it had something to do with, like, a collective, like an AI. Well, the story isn't amazing in The Last of Us 2, but I still enjoyed it subjectively. And I know there's a lot of chatter about the whole game's plot, revenge bad, blah, blah, blah. I liked it. You know, in the end, what is being mad at things gets you? How far are you willing to go to get revenge and... you know, mend your past, right? You're going to throw everything away for the sake of petty revenge. Justifiable revenge. Not in your right, but, like, the way Abby handled it. I liked it. I don't know. I really liked it. I liked those games. I thought they were good. I understood them. And again, these aren't like, oh my god, such a deep thing. Revenge so bad. Oh, Fivehead. It's a simplistic thing. It doesn't have to be crazy, and I think it just nails it. Even if it's not, like, the most insane plot. Yeah, that's what I was saying. APAS was like a server or like a program or something, and in the void out, it merged the servers with the people and created this, like, supposed collective that knew more about how to handle evolution. And they wanted basically everyone to kind of go fuck off into the machine to join them, and the world would live without people. That would be their evolution, right? Instead of going above ground and being screwed by BTs and no more void outs, they're allowed to evolve to the point where when they pass on, they'll just be put into a machine, and that is their evolution. They've survived the Death Stranding, but becoming a program, right? Because that was the ultimate goal of humanity. How do you survive the Death Stranding? And that thing had it twisted. It was like a perverse, like, really weird thought process, you know. how do you survive it? Well, you become a program. There is no surviving the Death Stranding. This is how you evolve as a species. I think that's exactly what I got from that, if I'm not mistaken. And then the president was there, and he was like, you know, by our side, fucking dancing music score, you know, bringing it back to humanity. That was awesome. That shit was dope. And he was the guiding factor in kind of, you know, letting people live on and giving them another chance. I don't like that at all. I don't think that's living at all. You know, here's a spoiler. Mute the stream if you don't want to hear it. It's about Soma. So, at the end of Soma, you're kind of met with a similar task, or a similar problem, where you will live on, but your consciousness will be stuck in a machine. They basically make a copy of you, and that copy of you is conscious, and it is you, but it's a different version of you, and they send you into a satellite to survive in this supposed heaven. But are you really aware? Is that real? Like, are you actually alive if you're a program? That's the question at hand here. Well, you say, of course, it's real, but you're not flesh and blood. You're pixels, you're numbers, you're nothing. It's the same concept here. It's like, to overcome problems we're taking to technology, is this truly how we want to evolve, or do we want to just give humanity a chance? It's not you, that's what I'm saying, but it's another version of you. It's not actually you. You're the initial person, and they made a copy of you and put you into the machine. So is that the same thing they were trying to do in this game? Where how could they digitize your consciousness? Is it creating another form of you, or is it your extension, your life? It's you now in a machine. Can we watch the Die Hardman cutscene? Yeah, we can do that again. Why should an electric life form be less real than the one controlled by neurons? Because it's a copy of you. Soma's story is creepy, dude. It's excellent. It's sad. It's an existential crisis. You want to see this again? Hey, you want to see this again? This shit was awesome. This was a cool scene. Okay, here we go. So this is A-Pass talking about the next evolutionary step in humanity. So this is the only thing I don't really understand.
Only humanity's evolution as a species will cease.
Only humanity's evolution as a species will cease. Okay.
You will leave your mortal flesh behind and transition to an eternal existence within the expanse of the cosmos.
That doesn't sound good. I don't like this. Press 1 if you'd want this for yourself and your loved ones. If you had to deal with problems that you'd want to be digitized and put into a machine. Press 1 if that's what you want. If you could not overcome the problems on Earth, but you could still live among them, you'd want to be digitized. 0, it doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it does. They basically take your consciousness and put you in a machine. I don't know. The machine's immortal. I don't know, man. What if you wake up and you look at yourself? It's like, this is not even flesh and blood. It's not you. It's nothing. You're not real. You're a program.
So we'll live forever as a bunch of dead people.
Exactly. So here's the interesting thing, too. So the whole game centered around this guy kind of guiding the Magellan around the country to reunite everyone. Also, funding Higgs, by the way. This guy was funding all the robots and everything as a means for people to, if I'm not mistaken, go back into hiding and evolve into this state. Basically have porters be robots, live out the rest of your existence, die, and then be uploaded. Right? You'll have no more void outs, you'll have nothing. This is like the ultimate failsafe. This is like the ultimate evolutionary squeeze. Humans must live. Save humanity. So what do? Replace everyone with robots on the surface. We force people underground through fear and all this other stuff. And then we... is it fear? I thought it might have been... I think it had to either do with fear or it was supposed to be through gaining the trust of everyone. Funding problems and then solving the problems so the public can see those issues be resolved and then trust these people. I think it was one of those two things. This is the weirdest part of the game for sure that I'm not like 100% on. Everything else seems pretty obvious. But it was about control. It was about the masses kind of being a viable method. It's very Matrix. But at that point, are you even alive? That's what I'm saying. It's just...
You will be neither alive nor dead, but endure as a soul.
That don't sound good to me.
What's gonna happen to this world?
We will continue to keep watch over all remaining life on Earth until the end of time.
Fuck that.
As caretakers, we will regulate the activity of other species to ensure that none claim your mantle of apex predator.
This sounds so perverse. I don't know.
Humanity will be free to thrive in perpetuity, having evolved into a form that allows you to escape extinction.
It was all about evolution, escaping the Death Stranding, and this is their absolution. This is their final plan.
No.
Yeah, fuck that. Let people live.
I'm not about to let that happen.
The president! He came back. This scene was so weird. Humanity first. Look at this. Here he is. Fuck the AI. What a Giga Chad.
See the sunset.
So strange.
The day is ending. Let that yawn now. There's no pretending.
So fucking weird. So weird.
I will hold you and protect you. So let love warm you till the morning.
I think this whole song, this bit is supposed to be him coming back to save humanity, to guide people. You know, I'm gonna come warm you, I'm gonna save you, right? Fuck the AI.
Good God.
Good God.
I'll stay with you.
What a Giga Chad.
By your side, close your tired eyes away, and soon I'll see your smile in our dream.
What a goat. It's a bit of the Alan Wake-ish. Yeah, sure, with the whole music scene.
Just who is pulling your strings?
We are no one's puppets.
Exactly.
Least of all yours. You have no power over us.
Where are you? Since you certainly aren't on our beach.
Me? I'm right here.
That's this guy. The president.
It's me, Sam. Alive and kicking. You know, I'm not called Die Hardman for nothing.
Look outside with the mouse and keyboard, you're fine.
I take it not even APAS was aware that I've been posing as Charlie this whole time. It's funny, don't you think? The fact is, APAS has never had complete access to Drawbridge's data. Our new Cupid design allows us to restrict connection and limit the flow of information. I oversaw the creation of the drawbridge prototype during my time as director of bridges. And that's when I contacted my old friend, Tarman.
He was 10 steps ahead.
And together, we worked to convert this deep tar hunting vessel into a mobile base of operations. I dare say there are some among you who already deduced the name's double meaning. That's right. The DHV Magellan. Or to spell it out, Die Hardman's vessel.
You can't possibly be serious.
It came to my attention that APAS 4000 was seeking to commission Lochna to design a new type of Cupid. Specifically, it wanted her to deliver a model which could one day be used.
This is why this game is 9.5. I can overlook the gameplay of this game solely for its creativity and fucking just sheer nonsense. Like, it's overall, it's just great. It's just good, man. You're never gonna see this stupid shit anywhere else. But I'm not saying, oh my god, it's a 9.5 because it's stupid, and it's memorable because it's stupid. It's just fun, and it's good. And it oddly works. It's so strange to think that, unironically, unironically, him doing this dumb shit still doesn't pull me out of the game. Looking at a HUD pulls me out of the game more than this guy doing a dance number.
It came to my attention that APAS 4000 was seeking to commission Lochna to design a new type of Cupid. Specifically, it wanted her to deliver a model which could one day be used to control all of mankind.
We've done the pizza guy, yeah.
Technology makes use of human beaches. The human element was essential to the process. Lochna refused at first, so I contacted her and convinced her to take on the job. At least that's how it looked to everyone else. The purpose of this Cupid was not just to facilitate connections, but to sever them. Namely, the ones between our systems and the dead. And without their influence, APAS will go back to being a tool.
Do this, and you will never escape the death stranding.
To forsake our flesh and our freedom.
Exactly.
Is out of the question.
Exactly. Let people decide their own fate. The hands of...
So, we'll seek out others who value them as we do.
Mm-hmm.
Build communities. Raise children. Live. And love. We would rather strive to achieve the impossible while remaining true to ourselves.
That's my president right there. Press 1 if you agree. Press 1 if you agree. What did he just say? We would rather strive to achieve the impossible while remaining true to ourselves. Yeah. Fuck yeah. People are awesome, bro. We can do so many great, like, crazy things. And not let robots dictate every ounce of our lives. They're tools. We can use them, but we don't need them to control us. Right? We are the masters of our own fate. If we do blow up the Earth, then by God, we'll do it remaining true.
While remaining true to ourselves.
Yeah. That's my president.
To struggle on against the odds in search of new lands and new worlds.
You need people.
You can't.
Can't we? The Chiral network enables us to travel like never before. So, humanity will continue to make use of APAS and embrace the true potential of the Chiral network.
You know, at the end of the first game, this guy was kind of a bum. I forgot exactly what it was that he had done, but he ended up breaking down in tears and saying, I think he betrayed the president or something along those lines. He fucked up. He felt remorse. No. That was for Clifford Unger. That was for Clifford Unger. I believe he was talking about him betraying Unger and him feeling bad about it. Yeah, he betrayed Cliff. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, he betrayed your father. It wasn't the president. And you just hated him. Clifford Unger was amazing. He killed Cliff, yeah. Clifford Unger was an awesome character. I actually did feel like Kojima kind of reused a little bit from the first game. You know, where you had Clifford and he was on the beach full of the soldiers and, you know, when all the fucking soldiers walk around as skeletons. And then in this game you had Neil doing the same thing. I guess, to be fair, they were both... Clifford was like a Spec Ops soldier working for the United States, and Neil was a smuggler as well, working for the same people. And those around him, his soldiers, were supposed to be, I guess, people who were part of that organization, part of the U.S. Yeah, pretty much. Some of the aspects of this game kind of feel samey in a way. But actually, you know, one of my favorite characters in this game was Neil. Neil was amazing. Neil's arc, at first I was like, who is this guy? I don't care. And then when you realize that he was actually a bro to your daughter, even though, okay, to be fair though, he did have a fling with your wife. Piece of shit. But like, in the end, he did protect your daughter, even in death. Which is kind of crazy, but like, okay, don't fucking cheat on me, piece of shit. But I actually do think he was one of the better characters in this game who had like an actual redemption arc, for sure.
No one wants to go back to the dark days that followed the Death Stranding.
It's true, what you said about travel. There are people with dunes who can use the beach to jump just about anywhere.
The physical sensation of movement is something we all crave. That unity of body and soul.
You know, they do talk about, I think he was going to say the Dooms is more of like an evolutionary dead end.
Dooms may still wind up
he literally just said that.
Evolutionary dead end.
What if it's not, though? Dooms are all of the powers that people have, right? So what if it's not an evolutionary dead end? What if this can evolve even more? This whole game is about evolution. The Earth going through changes where it forces the species on Earth to react in a certain way in order to evolve and survive, right? The Death Stranding was supposed to be the final nail in the coffin for Earth to reset, and then for new things emerge, right? And from the emergence, they evolve and they learn how to survive and become stronger. And people said, fuck no, we don't want that. We're still alive, we're still here, we can make it work. And, you know, they're still living on Earth, even with the Death Stranding, even though it was supposed to take them out with Amelie and all that stuff. So, it's a cool concept.
Even in that possibility, I see hope. Now I am going to activate the Cupid we used to connect the continents.
And you know, I do wonder how the third game's gonna be. Because there will be a third game. There will be a third game. There's no doubt in my mind that the third game will be out. When it comes out, that's a question, but... Well, I mean, this whole game ends on a cliffhanger. Where your daughter ends up becoming a porter, and she is seen right outside of a plate gate. How the plate gates formed and why they're manifesting after connecting a continent, I don't know. Lou will be the protagonist. No, Luis will be the protagonist, for sure. That's cool. You know what? I like that they left it as they left it open-ended. You know, if you do want to go back and say, hey, exactly, open-ended, yeah. So if they want to go back and do more with it, they can, and I think they should. The number one coolest thing about this game is you have set yourself up to reconnect the entire fucking world. You can do so many different things with different places around the world. You want to go to Asia, you want to go to Europe, wherever you may be, the architecture, the lands, how the BTs have affected the world, it's all different in different places. You have such a good canvas to create incredible experiences that are completely different from these other games. And I think it starts with the aesthetic. You want to make sure that the first game looks a certain way, that's America. The second game looks a certain way, that's Australia, that's Mexico. The third game looks a completely different way, completely different enemies, completely different NPCs. You know, you could do it. You can absolutely do it if you had wanted to. Cigarette smoke in France. This is such a cool way to do games, and I feel like you should always, unless you're very sure of yourself in ending something, leaving it open-ended isn't such a bad idea. You go to Brazil, sure, what would that look like? That is true. Since you would be playing as Luis and you have those powers, maybe you'd fight crazier things. We can go watch that right now, actually. It's a good open-ended... the idea of connecting the world is so good. You can do so much with that. It's not a very narrow, you know, pinpoint, only this one way works. There's options for a million things. All right, let's see it. You know,
you can choose to...
I really liked Higgs in this game. I still feel like him being the villain again 2 games in a row, I don't know if I love that, but I do like Higgs.
Not long now.
All right, this is Scirocco.
You're too late, Sam.
That's the channel, Scirocco. It was this scene, right? And you know what? As I said, a lot of the stuff that happened in DS1, I was kind of sad that he reused it for DS2. I don't think I would have liked to see this in DS2, knowing that we already had it in DS1. It kind of seems like a rehash. A little bit. The guitars are excellent. I love the guitars. That's cool.
Now it's on.
All right, bitch. I like how we're both shirtless.
Just mix it up a little. Try to make it interesting.
Is it this? I think it's this. Let's see. This is what we missed? What the fuck? We actually missed this? It's cinema. It's so stupid. What the fuck? Oh, they're playing the theme.
Love to see you cutting loose, man.
Dude, do you hear the song in the background? It's the rock version of BB's theme. Do you hear it? Is there? Can we listen to that version on Spotify? I gotta hear that. Damn, I gotta see if that's on Spotify right now. Oh, I think it is. I think it is. There it is. That's awesome. Oh, you can't even hear it. You literally can't hear it. One sec, sorry. You actually can't even hear it. That's so sad. I was like, why is this not working? Sorry. Now you can hear it. They actually have Troy Baker in the song itself. He's the one singing, who is Higgs. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. I will say this, you know what I really love about... So I've only played Death Stranding 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2. And Revengeance. One of my favorite boss battles in any game I've ever played, and maybe you'll agree if you played it, is Senator Armstrong. Senator Armstrong is a mountain that you have to climb to beat this guy. You have to tear him down piece by piece. It is so memorable and so long and so epic. It's so fucking good. It's funny, it's badass, it's everything all in one. He's got multiple different phases, and it makes you feel like, again, you're tearing down a final boss. It's such a badass fight. It's super good. It reminds me of this, though, right? Where you have all of these different phases. The first phase is you find him, and you fight him on the beach, katana versus guitar, and then you find him throughout the beach itself with all the different stacks of the network, and it's guitar versus guitar. And then it's melee guitar versus guitar, and then it's side-scrolling, left and right, melee versus melee. It's long. I think Kojima, in my opinion, has my favorite structure of boss battles. Because they are cinematic, but they're also super epic. They're not fast. They're not, they're very drawn out, as they should be. Yeah, this is crazy. And now it's a button mashing competition. Look at this. Like, what is this? It's so good. Bro, it's good. It's excellent. And now you have to fight him again. It's so good. This is how I view final bosses in games. It's just supposed to be cinematic. It's like you're both completely tired and worthless, and that's it. It's a struggle to finish each other off, right? Even though it was kind of the same thing in DS1, where you're fighting him in the muck, and you're throwing hands, and you're both completely exhausted. This guy's face is all beat in. It's extremely memorable. Kojima didn't really work on Revengeance, yeah. But the structure of the boss battles are essentially just this. So I'm assuming he had a hand in it to a degree, or inspired by the people who made the game. You know, they were inspired by what he was doing, but...
Sam, you want to jam? Me? Tired.
Even, you know what also had a great ending was The Last of Us Part 2. You may not agree, but seeing two people at the end of their road beating the living fuck out of each other. You know what also had a great ending? Dark Souls 3 DLC. Remember Gale? Remember Slave Knight Gale? Fucking badass. Right? People at the end of the universe fucking fighting over what? Literally. You know, in this case, yeah, there's a little bit more going on, fighting over the end of the world, you know, saving people. But it's pretty epic to end a game like that, for sure. He was a no one just like you. Exactly. Like, it's insane how some of these games, they... Again, at the end of the world, there's just Slave Knight Gale, and he's still searching for the fucking paint. Right? Like... It's cool.
This time, I'll make a lasting connection with you. For me! It's the last.
It's just good.
Son of a bitch! Like a field of pudding! Down! You!
And the music.
Can't stop the last stranding. Fuck you! And your band! Don't wanna hear the fucking encore!
It's badass, the music.
Suck it! Shut your damn mouth!
I believe games need to be cinematic. I'm not saying every aspect of the game needs to be cinematic, but there needs to be stuff like this in games that really suck the soul out of your body and say, man, that was fucking amazing. Like, you need these big cutscenes, these things to reel you in, to show you more of the world, to show you, like, all of this super heightened action. They add emotion, they add tension, they add all of this depth to a game that, you know, without these cutscenes, maybe aren't so... maybe you're not so invested in. Games should feel like an experience, but they should also feel like a game. It should go both ways. For sure, 100%. This is 100% what I love in gaming, but also I like to press buttons.
Who are you? I can't...
What game is this? We won't be playing. Doom clone. I haven't played that game, I can't. And then he summons the final Stranding. You know what was such a great scene in this game? One of my favorite scenes in DS2. Maybe you'll agree. One of my favorite scenes was when Higgs was burning you with a guitar. What a fucked up scene. That was so good. And then he starts singing.
Uh-oh.
Like, yeah, that was CBT. You're crawling for your life.
You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not.
Sam!
Because I'm here just for one
Sam,
reason.
get up!
And that's to make you suffer. And you'll return. Bye.
This is like, Higgs is such a vile piece of shit. The second he did this, I was like, man, this part was so, this is awful. This was awful.
I'll stay with you.
Oh my god.
By your side, close your tired eyes, and I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile.
What a troll. Yeah, he...
And I won't wait for you.
He's making you suffer. He coated you in like a beryllium thing. Every time when it comes into contact with like live things, it sets ablaze. So since he can't die, essentially he's just torturing you until like the end of time. You just burn to death and you die. I think this guy's playing on the dog shit 30 FPS settings.
Close your tired eyes, I'll wait.
Yeah, I think he's playing on 30. Fire ignites the beryllium whenever it comes into yeah. No, it's really there was a lot of instances in this game where you're just kind of like, whoa. The cinema in this game is excellent. The cinema's excellent. But I'm gonna still say this game's like, I mean, fuck, man. I'm giving DS1 and DS2 like a 9.5. Like, it deserves the praise it gets. It deserves the praise it gets. And I think this is a game where... Are we picking up an Easter egg video? Is there? Let me see. "25 secrets and Easter eggs." Let's do it. One sec. I saw Santa.
Hello there. Death Stranding 2 continues the journey of Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, yet now that baby is a toddler. Here's 25 secrets and Easter eggs you may have missed.
Oh, that was so weird, bro. When you stand there and like tongue fuck, what's his name? That was so weird.
And of course, no story spoilers here.
The fuck?
Still in game long enough, and Sam will take the opportunity to have a rest.
And the baby starts floating around.
Wait long enough, and he'll dream. And look who appears: Little Lou, complete with cherub wings.
I did see this.
Even talk to her in his dreams.
You're such a good kid.
Louise stays circling Sam until he wakes up. And now let's absolutely ruin that moment by looking at other dreams, or should I say nightmares, Sam can have. Probably the freakiest one is this.
What? Did we miss this? How? Oh, what the fuck? It's the president. He's practicing. You know, the president was on the ship the whole time. That was literally him just practicing. That was him doing his dance routine. What the how the fuck do you even trigger this? You would have no clue what's going on here, but if you had seen this, and then you saw the president show up at the very end, yeah. And then he was wearing the old man's face, but what the fuck?
Sam's job is to deliver packages leading to 5-star connections around the continent. One of these is a pizzeria, and should you keep delivering beyond 5 stars, you'll eventually receive a very special gift.
Wait, really? Really?
The iconic Pac-Man sounds are heard, and that's not the end of this reference, because by immediately going to our map screen, it's possible to play a quick game of Pac-Man around Australia. This is also an educational Easter egg too, as the inspiration behind Pac.
What the fuck? I thought this was a pizza the whole time. Remember, we found the pizza guy, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a slice of pizza. It's missing. It was Pac-Man?
Pac-Man was the image of a pizza with a slice removed. I'm not sure if this is the end of the Easter egg because I was unable to take out all the ghosts. So maybe there's more to this one. Or maybe it's just a quick game of Pac-Man.
What a weird game.
Time for some rest and relaxation now by jumping into a hot spring for a soak. Most people do this during the day, but do it at night and the option to stargaze will appear. And now look for constellations. Not only is this for a trophy, but more Easter eggs are up here as we look.
That's cool.
We can find a constellation that resembles Lou. We can find a constellation that's a thumbs up. And then we can find the logo of Kojima Productions.
That's cool.
And even the man himself. Kojima as a
Okay. Okay. All right.
bunch of stars.
That's cool.
Speaking of Kojima, he can be found again in the very first mission of the game as
What?
Sam returns home and walks through the holograms of BTs. Keep an eye out and you'll find Kojima-san complete with glasses.
What a low... How the fuck would you spot that? Are you sure?
This is a running gag, as he was also in the prologue of the first game.
Oh my god, he was there. How could you even notice that? I didn't even know that in the first game.
Just here.
That is him. I guess that looks like him.
There's more Kojima in this game. Go inside Sam's shelter and hop into photo mode and take a look at the books on the shelf. Every single one of them was written by Kojima, and they all have little hints to the story and the lore. Pretty cool. Death Stranding 2.
Wait, really? Colors, the life, the shape, the sound. Who's crossing the bridge? Whose footprints are these? Monster who? What the fuck?
Pretty cool. Death Stranding 2 added dialogue trees this time around to give us the
I did like those.
choice.
I did this. I actually did this one. We did this.
Fragile asks Sam to help.
So please, Sam.
I said no.
Won't you help us out?
Nope. And then it rolled the credits.
Nope.
He can totally refuse and break the game, which then takes us back in time and asks us the question again. And if Sam says no again...
Nope.
The game looks like it's going to send us all the way
Oh, wait,
back
I thought
to
it
the
rolled...
initial tutorial.
And it says, nope, you're...
No!
But it was a fake out. Sam cannot refuse his mission.
So you'll do it?
This would have been the good ending.
One thing we always do in Kojima games is change the date and time. For example, choose Christmas Day, and now all the preppers will have their own Santa Claus hat, and some of them even have holographic Christmas trees. And when Sam calls out, the messages shouted back will change to match the season.
Happy holidays.
Thanks, kindly.
Happy holidays.
Hey there!
Happy holidays.
That's cool.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. But the main reason we all change the date
Oh,
of
is
our
this the
PS5
birthday scene?
is to see the birthday Easter egg in Death Stranding. In the first game, Mads Mikkelsen gave us a bunch of flowers, but this time, it's a little weirder. See for yourself.
Happy birthday, buddy! Happy birthday! Yay! It's your birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Pizza's here.
Is that?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear someone.
Someone. Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
That's lovely.
Happy birthday to me.
And should you return to your room later that day, Hartman made you a second cake after the other one went splat.
Happy birthday.
And Sam will eat a piece each time he comes back.
That's
I'm
fun.
not convinced by how he cleans his hands, though. Come on, Sam. During the early game, listen to Dollman and he'll tell you about one of his favorite songs, Horizon
This one was good.
Dreamer. Then,
This
if
one was
you play
good.
that song in Sam's quarters, Dollman will ask for a moment of Sam's time.
Do you have a moment, Sam?
This was good.
And suddenly, you're in a concert. Dollman is joined on stage by Horizon Dreamer's singer in a miniature form as Sam watches on from his bed. It's even possible to find Sam joining in with the dance moves.
Yeah.
And another great touch in this show, for a split second here, we see what Dollman looks like before his soul was stuck in a puppet. Oh, and that dance gets you another trophy too.
That was a
Sam
fun
has
scene.
the ability to have some really weird dreams and nightmares, and one of those is all about that song we just saw performed. Sleep enough times, and when Sam wakes up to check on Lou, this will happen instead. Another great Dollman detail can be found in photo mode. Options are in here to pose Sam, Lou, and the little puppet, and include a heap of references, like Super Mario's iconic leap,
Really?
and even John Cena's You Can't See Me pose is here too. There's a few nods to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Naruto's iconic running style is represented. And for you art fans out there,
Oh, is that the-
Edvard Munch's
oh,
scream
yeah.
is included too, or is that Kevin from Home Alone? You decide. And my personal favourite is this pretty good pose taken from another Kojima series.
Really?
Metal Gear Solid, in fact, made famous by Revolver Ocelot.
You're pretty good.
You're pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good, eh? And if none of those Easter eggs appeal
He's
to
dabbing.
you, here's Dollman hitting us with a dab. I'm sure there are tons more I've missed. If you recognise any more of these, please comment below and I will find you. Thanks for your help. Other games do get a nod of appreciation in DS2 by completing tasks for the adventurer up in the snowy mountains. Eventually, you'll unlock this. The mask from Ghost of Yote. That game isn't out yet, but Sam can already freely wear this for the rest of his adventure.
That's cool.
Hey!
The story of Death Stranding 2 is littered with little nods to Kojima's older games, and Metal Gear fans in particular will remember the subtitle of MGS5, The Phantom Pain, and yep, it's referenced here again.
I think this, Tarman said this, yeah, my Phantom Pain.
Something akin to a phantom pain.
He said it! He said it!
And speaking of Phantom Pain, there's another nightmare scene that can trigger as Sam looks for the tar cat and puts his hand where he shouldn't.
Oh, he's gonna put it in there. Oh. Oh. They're saving the Higgs one for last. They're saving the Higgs scene for last. It's the most disturbing.
And here's another nightmare that Sam can have.
Here it is.
This one can only be triggered
Here it
by
is.
carrying the coffin board with you.
This was
Rest on
the
ground
weirdest
somewhere
one.
Completely flat, and eventually.
Okay, before I show you this, press 1 if you've seen this scene. Press 1 if you've seen this scene. It is so bizarre. Press 1 if you've seen the Higgs scene. Some of you haven't. You're in for a treat. This is fucking weird.
When Sam falls asleep, something really weird happens. Enjoy.
I didn't even know it. I didn't even know this is weird, bro. This is disturbing. Why does it happen? I don't know. What? What is this? Ah! Ah! What the hell? I don't know. What is that about? What a strange...
And one last thing.
How do you
Next
write
time
that?
you're in a hot water spring, press the touchpad to hear a returning Easter egg from Death Stranding 1.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
But there's an extra bit to this Easter egg. Should you stay a little too long in the bath, eventually Sam and Dollman will perform an extended version of that song. Sadly, I get copyright struck if I try and include it in this video, so I made it into a short instead. Click on it.
We actually, you know what? He missed some. He missed Santa Claus. I actually saw Santa. He didn't see Santa. Hey, you know what? I'm still going to stand on this as being like a 9.5, to be honest. Death Stranding 1 and 2, 9.5. What a great set of games. You know, I wish the combat was more interesting. I do wish the gameplay was a little bit more challenging, but I can't. The story is great. The experience is memorable. It's all excellent. I do like it a lot. Many don't agree. That's fine. I would say the lowest I could ever give this game is a 9. That is the absolute lowest I could give this game, is a 9. Like, I don't know. I just can't see it anywhere lower than like an 8.5. Or, sorry, like a 9. If people want to give it like 8, 8.5, sure. Sure. But subjectively, I think this is just... I think you get your money's worth with this game, is what I can say. And you'll get your money's worth with the first game as well. And I think the biggest thing here is that this game is a true sequel. It feels one-to-one with the first game. It doesn't feel like a separate game. It feels like you haven't left the first one. Which is great. But it still makes the story more interesting. It amps up the combat. It amps up a lot of the features it had in the first game. And it complements it perfectly. What's this creature doing? Mochi. Mochi, what are you doing? He's pretending to sleep. Are you pretending to sleep? You alright? Are you hot? Sure. Me and Mochi are gonna go hang out for a brief little time. Yeah, great game. 9.5, both games together. That's where I'm sticking that rating. The first has a huge sale on right now, $15. I'd get it, man. It's great. And if you do get it, get the second one too. And play both. YouTube, that is it. We are wrapped up with Death Stranding. We're completely done with the game. And great experience. I'm glad I played it. I loved it. And, you know, I'm looking forward to the third one if they do come out with it. Which I think they will. This game ends on like a bit of a open note, a little bit of a cliffhanger, right? Like, oh, another plate gate opens up into a different country, different continent, whatever it may be. And now your daughter is a porter. So your daughter's going to go out and also deliver packages. And she's got powers. You don't. You're a repatriate, so you can come back to life, but she's got, like, tar powers and shit. She's crazy. But yeah, so that's it. YouTube, we are done. We will be on tomorrow with Demon's Souls. Prepare yourselves, folks. Tomorrow is the start of Demon's Souls, okay? YouTube, have a great night, and we will reconvene tomorrow. And there we go. That's it.